Jesus said, "How hardly shall a rich man enter into the kingdom?" And the disciples replied with, "Who then can be saved?" Jesus said, "How hardly shall a rich man enter into the kingdom of heaven?" The disciples were stunned to hear that. So they replied, "Who then can be saved?" And Jesus said, "With God, all things are possible." Now that you know that Jesus is God, know ye this also, that Herod, King Herod, I doubt he was after the child king as much as he was after the gold. Okay. Jesus was rich when he hung on that cross. Well, by that time he had emptied it out, got rid of it all. But they parted for cast lots for his vesture. Judas dipped the money box quite oft. Well, you can't dip it quite oft if there's nothing there to dip. Jesus was rich. In the feeding of the 5,000, the disciples asked Jesus, "Should we go buy provisions for these people?" Jesus said, "No, tell them sit down." Okay, so he was very rich. The wise men traveled for 2 years to find a lad in a house. So that's why the disciples said, "Who then can be saved?" And everything's written for the final generation. So therefore, this generation is to learn. Jesus had some gold dust sprinkled in his hair when the wise men left the palace.